have gravity. And so if you go on some kind of apparatus like this, you can create gravity-free tension and make the muscles work. And all they had was a leg curl. That was it. And I bought it. And then that coach came and he threw it out. Which I never got because it's kind of expensive. But then, 2 summers ago, internet surfing, and I came across the K-Box. And I thought, that is what I've been waiting for the last 15 years. Because this creates it's inertia, so it's like a yo-yo. The harder I pull, the harder it pulls down. Which is what sprinting is, right? You come down a lot harder because all that body mass comes down. You've got to absorb that energy and then push it back up. Right? Yes, thank you. Yes. Just making sure everyone's with me here. So I called Andreas and I said I wanted one. And he said, okay. And it came. I played with him for 15 minutes. And I called him back. I said, dude, why doesn't everyone have one of these?
That was like the best, I didn't answer, but it was the best voicemail I ever got, I think. It was pretty amazing.
I mean, because this is what I've been waiting for. So, I wrecked myself the first time I did it. I didn't walk for a couple of days. And then I started putting athletes on it, and they didn't walk for a while because you're not used to absorbing that kind of energy. And that's where your stiffness comes from. That's where, reverse the strength, all the different stuff that you read about. Golgi tendon response, stretch shortening cycle, all of that. So then, we started getting some pretty big improvements in vertical jump when we started doing this. And then I got crazy and I started designing my own belts and they all failed because I didn't like this one. And then I realized this is actually the best belt there is. See, I always got to try and reinvent the wheel. So, I want this to be a little bit tight. This is really simple to adjust. And actually, Andreas is going to like me saying this. I like the old version as much as I like the new version. The old version has a knob in the front, but I can do a pretty good job adjusting it. I just got really good at using it. This one's easier. All I do is I click the switch, and it sucks up the tension. And so what's going to happen here is Mitch is going to do a squat. I can roll the wheel, or he will. It's supposed to be bolted down, so I'll stand on it. And then if I had the K-meter set up, you would see exactly how much power he's putting out, and it shows your eccentric strength as well. And as he goes faster and faster, this is a light wheel, you can see he's starting to struggle. And that little hole tries to eat you. And I have seen people almost go through the hole. And so what we did for our endurance work is we just put kids on the K-Box for 25 seconds. That was it. I mean, I got nowhere to go. And that was the best that I had. And when we ran we only had 2 indoor meets. No, we had 1 indoor meet. 2. We ran really well. Nobody was tired after they ran their 160s. This is all we did. So, then being the tinker that I am, I thought, well, you know what? I can do single leg squats. And now I can start rotating my feet around. So do single leg. And actually hang on to your right leg. I got the so I'll load it up. And now it's a ton of hamstring and a ton of glute. And you got to balance. You got to find the tripod of your foot. And remember, your foot's only going to come off the ground when your brain has found the tripod. This is Mitch's good leg. Good. And you can see it's trying to pull him through the hole. And then I go, well, you know what? I can put a foot back and do both carry and split squats. Or I can use the handle and I can do Romanian deadlifts. And now all the research with hamstring strength and hamstring strains, there's actually a whole symposium in Europe about hamstring strains. That's all they met about. All these people came from all over the world to talk about hamstring strains. And what did they find? You got to have really strong eccentric strength in your hamstrings to prevent hamstring problems. That was it. All these people came with all this research. That's the best they could do. So we can hook up. And so now he's going to do Romanian deadlift. So it's a little slack for him. It's going to fall. Perfect. And again, with the K meter, I can watch everything and what we did. Before I had the K meter, we played who could break the strap. It took a while, but people go really hard to try and break the strap because it takes me a couple minutes to change it out. But then they got the strap, and they, like Justin Blake broke two, and he carries them around. He still has pieces. And they always, so it's. So now he's got the eccentric overload when he's doing the RDL. Good. Hold. And so then, Andreas, can I get credit for this one? The pull with the extra eccentric.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm getting that one?
Yeah.
So I invented this, according to Andreas. So I figured the harder you pull, the harder it pulls you down. And that's really what I'm strengthening is your eccentric strength. So I put a strap on here for me to pull. So Mitch is going to do a couple here to warm up. I usually give 2 to 3 to get the bar moving. He pulls. One more. And then I'm going to help him. And I'm going to help him again. And again. And so now I'm creating an incredible amount of eccentric strength by pulling up. Step away. And that's what I want. That's your hamstring strength. That's where your power comes from your hamstring. And so, like I said here in Montini, that is our weightlifting for our track team. We would have done better last year, but we get disqualified in a lot of races. Oh well. Last one.